Everyone, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Spider-Man Unlimited. This is an animated series from 1999. It's more than 20 years ago, and I actually have to confess I've never seen this before, but what I saw was pretty intriguing. I'm going to warn you right now that I'm going to get in some comic book nerdy spaces right now, say a lot of nerdy comic book words right now, because this is my wheelhouse. I tell you what I find is appealing about it, and it's going to be in that realm. So strap in, get ready. This has a very old school animation style, lots of hand drawn backgrounds, everything else. It's not very modern in that sense. The music for this it's got this sort of Prodigy light kind of techno vibe to it. There's reason for that because this Spider-Man is sort of like an amalgamation of so much of the Marvel universe and so much of Spider-Man history. And it's honestly just for these 13 episodes. There are only 13 episodes in this series. It's a one season offshoot. It is very much aimed at kids, but for the old school comic book nerd like myself, there is a lot of humongous references to the comics. They are not in line with what happens in the comics or the characterizations of certain characters in the comics, but they are certainly reminiscent of those comics. There's references to Reed Richards. Nick Fury shows up looking very Steranko. Again, comic book nerds know what I mean. From the gun he holds to the jetpack he uses, he's not exactly in character, really. This is old white sideburns, white guy Nick Fury. Howling Commandos Nick Fury. Not Sam Jackson Nick Fury. He's 100% Steranko looking, and he shows up for all of 30 seconds. And it's kind of freaking awesome. But from the very first moment of this thing, John Jameson, son of J. Jonah Jameson, he's the astronaut. Some people might know him as Man Wolf. He has not turned into Man Wolf at this point, but I see that possibly coming for some reason. I don't know. I didn't watch the entire series. I only watched 3 episodes just to get a real feel for this. The first 2 episodes are a two-parter. But no, it's not even a two-parter. No, I'm wrong. Sorry, forget that. This whole thing is a complete continuity-driven 13-episode story. Yeah, each is its own contained episode in a sense, but I don't know. It is, the first 2 are a two-parter, but yes, it basically introduces the entire premise and of the entire series. John Jameson, the astronaut, has found Counter-Earth, another crazy Marvel Comics thing, and he decides to fly his rocket, his shuttle, to Counter-Earth through a warp portal. But as he does that, Venom and Carnage show up and hijack the ship. Spider-Man tries to stop him, can't do it. In the process, everybody thinks he's trying to sabotage John's trip, and he's even more hated than he was before whenever Jonah talks smack about him. He's now, Mary Jane is there. They're a couple. She knows about his identity. She wishes he wasn't Spider-Man. His spider suit gets destroyed in the in a big battle, and I'm telling you most of part 1 here, so just so you know, but it's just to give you a taste of what's going on here. And he in 6 months he creates an all new spider suit so that he can create, so he can go rescue John Jameson on Counter-Earth. But this costume, if you can see right here, looks very much like the Spider-Man 2099 costume, complete with web cape. It's got all sorts of gadgets. It's got very Iron Spider, Tony Stark special type of costume. It morphs onto him and has special abilities, sonic blasts and things like that to fight off symbiotes, like Venom and Carnage. Anyway, he eventually does make it to the Counter-Earth, and he immediately is approached by the Bestials, animal-human hybrids created by the High Evolutionary from Mount Wundagore. Yeah, this is, if the Marvel Comics nerds watching this are going, this is like 15 different things from the Marvel Comics, all thrown together, all in one story. Normally in the comics, they're separate parts of the world of the Marvel Universe, and it's all brought together in this story, and it's kind of interesting. I might actually, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm adding it. It is not the greatest series in the world. It is not too clever. Peter says plenty of funny things, but they're more like cringeworthy funny things. But that's Peter. So, but yeah, no, it's. I just want to see how it turns out, because there's so much packed into these episodes for Marvel Comics geeks. And the big thing that made me go all the way, I was going to stop after the two episodes, but maybe go to the third episode, was I read the text that said he meets the Green Goblin from Counter-Earth, and it is not the Green Goblin you've ever seen before. I don't know if this version has ever appeared in the comics, but he's got a Latin accent. He's got huge wings. He's kind of funny, and he's not willing to take his pants off in order to save his own life. You'll have to see the episode to understand what I mean by that. But he's a good guy. Yeah. And no, it's not that good guy Green Goblin that we've had in the past in the comics. No. If you're thinking, this is something completely new I've never seen before. And he's genuinely good, from what I can tell. Unless that changes later. But I've got 10 more episodes to watch of this. These are about 22 minutes each. So it shouldn't take too long, but I'm going to revisit this. I just wanted to get this report out here as quickly as I could, so you can join into it if you didn't already take a glance at this when I told you to yesterday. So anyway, it's something worthwhile checking out if you like Spider-Man, and if you're a big gut Marvel Comics nerd, to find all the little Easter eggs peppered throughout, all the character and location references, and there's so much, and I have a feeling I've only scratched the surface so far. So, all right, we're done with Spider-Man for today. Let's pick tomorrow's. 628, a really high number. Might be one of our highest numbers yet. 628. It's a short. From what it looks like, it's a yellow color, I think. It's a short. Yeah. It's called The Little Whirlwind. The Little Whirlwind. So 628, that shouldn't be too hard. Let's check out that tomorrow and come back here for the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.